Hello, my name is Bob Reed. I'm the Director of Technology for Centennial School District, which is in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Wanted to talk just a little bit about the integrated system that you see in front of you. What we've done is we've integrated Promethean software, which we obtained as part of our Classrooms for the Future grant, an Epson ultra short throw interactive projector, and the Extron system to tie it all together. It's been my experience that a system can have all the features you could ever want, but if it doesn't have two characteristics, it really has no value. It has to be easy to use, and it has to be dependable. All of our teachers have started to integrate this technology into their pedagogy, into their instructional delivery, and what you can't have is you can't have a teacher who's done that, and then when they turn the projector on, it doesn't work. There's usually no plan B if this capability doesn't exist. So what we found is that the teachers, because of the Extron system and the ability to turn the projector off and on from the control panel, using the infrared microphone, which syncs immediately to the system, has the volume control right on the control panel, and the input select right on the control panel. They don't have to worry about, is this going to work when I need it? What you can see in front of you is an interactive projector. You'll notice that there's no interactive whiteboard here. It's a regular whiteboard. Some people would call it a dumb board. It's just a standard dry erase whiteboard. But this projector does full interactive capability, and the advantage to this kind of installation is, first of all, I am no longer limited by the size of the screen, so I can go from the top to the bottom and then as wide as a 16:9 format can get, and I don't really care if a teacher writes on it with a dry erase pen because it's not a $1,000 piece of equipment, it's just a dry erase board. What the teachers have found since we've been using these in the district over the last several years is that they use them more frequently. The kids love to come up, particularly in an elementary school like this one, and use the electronic pens and write. You can annotate anything you want just like any other whiteboard. And again, with the Extron system, we have voice uplift in all of our classrooms. It's an interesting anecdote. We have a competitive system in our high school which has not worked well. Those microphones do need to be synced in each room. With these, because they're infrared, there is no syncing that takes place, and what we found is because of the walls being probably a brighter color, it doesn't matter what direction the teacher faces, the sensor finds the signal. An interesting anecdote that I alluded to before, and we had one teacher who had her microphone on, and I heard a story that she was walking down the hall, and every time she passed a door, it immediately synced with the system in that room, and her voice came over the speakers each time she passed a room going down the hallway. So that was kind of an interesting thing, but it shows how easy it is for those microphones to sync up. So we've had Extron now for, in this school, the school opened in September just 2.5 months ago, and I've gotten nothing but praise for the Extron system, the projector, the Promethean software, the whole thing. A teacher doesn't really care Extron, I care, but they don't care Extron, Epson, Promethean. They want an integrated system that works, and that's what this is. So we're very pleased with it. We're going to be installing it in another elementary school, which is scheduled to go online in 2013, and we're looking to put this in our 2 middle schools in the 2013-2014 school year. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Thank you very much. I'd originally heard about Extron through our intermediate unit. They have an Extron system installed there, and one of the other school districts in Bucks County has Extron as well. So when I went to the Extron website, I was able to very quickly find the grant application, fill it out online, and submit it. Within a day or two, I got a call from Extron telling me that the grant application had been received, was being reviewed. Very short time later, I found that it had been approved. And then working with AVT, who we had partnered with on a number of other projects, we requested that AVT be the company that installed the Extron system. They're located not that far from here. And as I said, we have a good history with them. So AVT was able to put the grant system in. We used that as part of our due diligence when we bid out 130 Extron-based classrooms, or AV-equipped classrooms at that point. And using the grant system to compare Extron to a competitor, we were able to determine that the Extron system, for several reasons, was a superior choice to the competitor, even though the competitor, quite honestly, was a little bit less money. Thankfully, the school board, in their wisdom, realized that you get what you pay for, and in this case, something that's dependable, as I said earlier, easy to use, and quite frankly, when this projector is obsolete, the Extron system will still be here when we have an LED or some other device on this wall. The Extron system will still be compatible with that. And the grant system was an opportunity to actually compare the Extron hardware and capabilities to their competitors' hardware capability. And it became pretty obvious to us, because of that, that this was the right system to go with.